Hi, I'm James Matthews Paul for Output Magazine, and we are here at FESPA Digital 2011 on day 3, and I'm very lucky to be here with James Gandy, President of Gandy Digital, industry technologist. And James, I'd like to ask you just to give us a brief overview of the Predator, which you're launching at the show.
Correct. The Predator is a high-res printer with high speed. So basically, it is something new in the industry because, as you know, we're coming back with a product in the industry. A lot of people know us in the industry as Gandy Innovations and James Gandy. Well, this is Gandy Digital, and we're introducing the Predator. Predator has 40 Ricoh heads and real high-res printing. It's a 6 picoliter droplet, and everything is really compounded quite a bit on the printer.
Okay. And what machines do you see the Predator going up against?
I think that the Predator is in a class on its own, but it can go up against some of the real fast production machines, and it can also go up against the really slow but high-res printer. So it's got a field of its own in the middle.
So it's balancing that sort of industrial approach to display graphics with very fine drop size.
Correct.
Okay. And what sort of price points are we talking about?
You're talking about 400,000 euros for the machine, and it includes the rewind unit, so you can do roll to roll, and also the white.
Okay, so it has a whiting capability as well.
Yes, 4 colors plus white.
Okay, interesting stuff. So obviously I'd like just to ask, because it's a new company, could you tell me very briefly about the structure of the company?
Okay, the structure of the company is basically the manufacturing facility in Canada,
yep,
which I own, and then also the R&D facility in San Antonio. And these are some of the key people that we have gotten from Gandy Innovations, and they've chosen to come on with me to move ahead on the next business venture. Apart from that, we have distributors and companies worldwide, which I don't really own. They are basically distributors. We have them in Belgium, in Mexico, in the U.S., in India, and so forth.
Okay, so many that it's difficult to remember them all. Yes. And how are those companies organised? Is that a part of the Gandy family in some way?
In a way, they are more of a distributorship.
Okay.
And for instance, we have Mr. Smulik handles the Belgium operation. That's his business.
Yep.
And I've given him the distributorship for Europe, and somebody else for Mexico, and so forth. You know.
Okay. Now, our readers are going to want to know, why did Gandy Innovations go down? There are a lot of rumours on the market, as I'm sure you're aware,
right.
And that I'm sure that you've had to answer before. Maybe this is your opportunity to communicate to Output's readers sort of the truth about what happened.
Right. And I'll tell you, it's very simple. We in 2007 we chose a partner to come into the business. They were a equity group or venture capital group, and they came in at 39% of the business.
Okay.
And really at the board level is where they entered in the company, and we had a basic falling out, and it really stemmed from the economy going down in end of 2008, and then by early 2009 I had left the company.
Okay. And do you think that was responsible for the decline in sales, or was it expenditure in manufacturing that you required from getting those venture capitalists on board, or?
Correct.
Yeah.
Both reasons. The 2 reasons that we got them on board is, one is we wanted to expand our facility, and we've got a new facility and a new plant which was almost 3 times the size. And also we wanted to support our customers and build a core business with the leasing opportunities, which they really didn't follow up with.
Okay.
That's part of the whole arguments with them.
Right. And one could arguably say that street cred for Gandy has suffered. It's obviously you're quite highly implicated in that because your name is Gandy.
Correct, yeah.
It's Gandy Innovations. Well, it was Gandy Innovations. It's now Gandy Digital, and people are going to want to know. The customers are going to want to know how you're aiming to service and support them in a different way. How do they know that they can rely on you when last time actually the company went down?
Okay, you're right. You have a very good point. But you will see that even though the company went down, we had all these different companies pop up worldwide, which supported all the Jedi printers, gave them all the parts they needed, supplied them ink, and I'm there to help in any which way, you know. And then we've also brought out a new printer so that I can keep the innovation going, because I think that's how they all got into business, and that's how they all did well, is to buy 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 of the Jedi brands, you know, as I came up with different products. And it's a similar thing is going to happen at Gandy Digital.
You're planning to expand the range with the Predator range?
Yes, otherwise I think it would be very boring for me.
Always got to keep innovating.
Got to keep innovating, and one of our biggest innovations here is the small text, and it allows all these manufacturers to do something different than banners and large signage.
What kind of point sizes can you get down to in the text?
We can get down to a 4-point size.
Okay.
And it's a 6 picoliter droplet. It's all unidirectional printing. It's really nice high res.
Was that deliberate, unidirectional, not looking at bidirectional at all?
Correct. Because bidirectional, you have to make sure that the print is falling, the dots are falling on each direction, and it's almost next to impossible to hit right on the button.
Okay.
You know.
And why did you go for the Ricoh Generation 4 printhead? Why did you not look at the other options on the market? Maybe something that the other manufacturers are using in their equivalent machines?
Okay. I think that the reason I picked Ricoh is that I have some experience with Ricoh. And secondly, I thought the Ricoh printheads were pretty good, considering the fact that the Gen 2 and the Gen 3 have been in a lot of different printers. And I didn't see, you know, I use Spectra with the Jedi machine. I have a lot of Spectra. I didn't really see Spectra supporting the industry going forward. They were more interested in selling into China and volumes. And I really wanted a printhead that had a low deep picoliter droplet and high speed, and that I could gang up into the next generation, which is all array printing, you know.
Okay. And I guess my last question is, how are you planning to distribute the machine? Are you going to be going direct, specifically for our UK readers? How are you going to support and service them? Or will you be appointing distributor channels? How's it all going to work?
Okay, it's different for every region. In the US, I've appointed Digitech, who's out of San Antonio, and I know Patrick Calderway for a very long time, and I know what he's capable of doing. So he's handling the U.S. market. We still don't have anybody for Canada. In Europe, we're going to have distributors and dealers and going direct.
Okay.
So the Europe is a little bit different than the rest of it. We have somebody in Lebanon and in Dubai, and we also have our own operation for India.
Okay.
And you know, and going around the world like that, everywhere is a little bit different. You know, it's not one method or the other.
Okay. And are you aiming for the same large install basis that you had with Gandy Innovations in Latin America and North Africa?
Yes, correct. We're targeting a lot of our old customers that rely on us, and then also there's a lot of new customers that will come along and see the product and so forth. Right now, I think with our install base of, I think there's about 1,500 or 2,000 customers worldwide, I think we'll get a lot of those customers. We'll look at this product.
And there's a large consumables business around Gandy Digital as well. How's that going to work?
Yes. There is they'll buy their service and parts and ink from us, from our distributors or through us, and we'll support them all, you know, like we always did. We're like a small entrepreneurial family business, and we'll look after them.
Is there any tie-in for the consumables business when they buy the machine?
It all depends if they sign in a contract of using our inks, but we really don't have any real concrete thing in place right now.
Okay, James, thank you very much for being straight with us and for telling us what's going on. Thanks for talking to Output, and we hope you have a great show.
Thank you very much. Really
Cheers.
appreciate it. Thank you.